This episode is brought to you by yours truly, Matt Noren of Remax Bell Park. For all of your real estate needs, call me 860-428-6534. Your dreams are my job. Spread the love. The community workbench families are trying to remind people to spread the love when you can, donate. This is kind of the off season or the lean season for all the food pantries out there. So if you can, when you can, donate. Try to think of these food pantries in the lean season. And welcome to the Community Workbench. This is Matt Norn and Kyle Morris. He's filling Amy Fahmah,
Hi.
owner of Underdog CrossFit Underdog Union.
Thank you.
I got it. Main Street in Danielson. We are your hosts of the #1 podcast, In My Basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community. So every week we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, charities, and pretty much where we feel like talking to. And today we feel like talking to Eric Gould, the owner of Savage Systems. Hey, Eric.
Hey, how you doing, Matt?
Hey, Eric.
Good, and you?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Thanks for asking.
Awesome.
I'm having a lovely time.
So you are in a world that I still cannot understand. And I've had a computer in my house since I was like 5.
Are you talking about millennials? That's the world you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of a millennial, but I was talking about computers.
Oh,
like we were one of the first families on the block that I know of in Plainfield, where I grew up, where we had a desktop.
Yeah.
In the house,
Yeah.
in the living room.
My first was a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
That my parents bought. Hey there.
You're good.
That I believe how it went down was my parents bought it from my cousin. And you're talking big floppy disks. You got to put them in, and I don't even remember the weird command you had to type to even get the games to launch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our first one. It was mainly for gaming.
Yeah, and pretty much to this day, word processing, games, and now I do know some of the programs that I work with for real estate, but
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm just like so lost. Tell me how you got into computers and why you're so good at it.
I think I was born in 1981, so I'm coming of age when the first ads for websites were on TV. I remember like watching TV and an ad comes on, AOL keyword before the .coms and stuff. You had a lot of AOL keyword Ford, or Ford.com, and it's like that's crazy. They got a website. What would I even do on that website?
Yeah.
It was in the early days, it was kind of mystifying, and I think a lot of people in my age group, like everybody was on the internet when I was in probably like 8th grade, high school. Like everybody I knew was just getting like dial up, or they were just starting to get into that world, and talking and doing whatever instant messaging, and I believe we were on IRC, on FNet. Old
I don't even know what that
internet
is.
relay chat, and old style of instant messaging.
I just remember the dial-up sound.
Yeah.
Correct. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Triggered.
was a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, as far as how I got started, it was just like messing around, like what I mean. My parents, my mom specifically, was very adamant about making sure we had access, or I had access to technology, because she just got that, when I was in front of it, I excelled at it. So
Nice.
I always had, like we got dial-up internet, like when it was,
Right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Netscape.
mean? Yeah, I had like a 14.4 modem on dial-up, and we had already been on the internet a while when 56K came out, and we were like, 56K?
Is that when it would
What?
use your phone line? And you
Yeah.
couldn't talk on the phone. The phone would be busy
Correct.
because you were
Or-
online.
Yeah, but like the slow dial-up you may have used in your lifetime, there was
Yeah.
a slower one before that.
Oh, boy.
It got way slower.
Yeah, I remember what was the first one you said? The
14.4.
Yeah. And like when somebody called the house, it would knock you off.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Stuff
for
like
sure.
that.
For sure. Yeah. In the early days too of not me personally, but some folks may do certain things to obtain movies and music for free. That may or may not have been very popular at a certain time in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
People that are not me.
Scrambler.
You would be,
Napster.
in the middle of download, and you're talking like a song
Oh,
that's
I see what you're
5
saying. Yeah, big
megabytes.
downloads.
Yeah.
It took 6 hours to download this one song, and then you'd get a phone call at the
That you-
phone call at the fourth hour.
It would knock you off.
song. Man, I only got half of this Prodigy song. Jesus.
And so when did you start Savage Systems?
So I started Savage Systems. It's a long story. I'll tell the beginning is the short version. I was helping sell antiques on eBay, during which I started learning a lot about eBay. I bought some laptops, retooled them, resold them. Shout out to Sean Veltham. He lent me $200 in 7th grade
Awesome.
to buy a laptop that I later sold for $6, gave him $3, and he was like,
Is
you
he
know.
now a full-blown loan shark?
No, he teaches English in Thailand.
Oh, good for him.
Loan
know,
shark.
not for
That's a
nothing.
cover.
Hey, wait, what were we talking about?
Sounds like a
We're on Thailand.
Definitely sounds like a cover.
I'm lost. I lost my.
He loaned you $200 in the 7th grade.
Yeah, so we're buying. Basically, I was buying and selling like laptops, and the antique shop I was working out of, he said, well, put them in this case, and I'm like, well, I need a name. So I came up with Savage Systems. And a lot of people ask, like, why is it called that? What's the significance? There is none. It just sounded cool.
Yeah.
And I was like 16, 17.
Sounds like an awesome band.
Yeah, so
Right.
the first logo looked a lot like this. I should have brought a vintage card, but
I got one.
yeah. Well, I mean, like
Oh,
the
even
first
before
logo,
this one.
we're,
Yeah.
we're going back 30 years at this point.
Yeah.
See that? There it is. Look at that.
Look at that. That's me.
Pretty cool. Red
That's
too.
us.
Really
Yeah.
kind of stands out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So we were selling laptops out of this case, and then I went off to college. Didn't work out so hot. During that time, I was trying to do the Savage Systems thing, get some tech support clients. Then I left UConn in 2002 and opened our first brick and mortar, which was Savage Systems, which was an internet cafe and computer
Ooh.
store and
Okay.
repair place. So a lot of folks will remember the internet cafe because we used to do like rock and roll shows there. We had a bank of computers, not the kind like now where you go and just get a coffee and use your laptop. This is before everybody had laptops.
Where was this?
Right. So
This was on Kennedy Drive.
On Kennedy Drive?
Yep.
Really? Okay.
Where what is now
Pretty
the
cool.
subway.
The subway.
Yeah, where once you could get a sandwich.
Where-
you
gotcha.
used to
Okay.
be able
Gotcha,
to get
gotcha.
a computer and a really
That.
good coffee. So yeah, we were a cafe and that whole thing. And then, years in, that, you start to focus, I was 20,
Yeah.
and
Right.
I'm like, yeah, wouldn't it be cool to do this, but also this, but also this? It's like, you got to pick a thing, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so we
Awesome,
picked,
though.
computer service specifically, and then that started to roll into this thing called managed services, which is like a buzzword in my industry. It's basically outsourcing your IT. So we go into a company with 20 employees, 30 employees, and they pay us a fee, and we become their IT department, and try to emulate the experience that we're just like a couple doors down.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we do now is outsource IT. I do not make coffee professionally anymore. But I do put on a rock and roll show called Particle Accelerator. We can talk about a little.
Sure.
Ooh, that sounds
Sure. Especially
exciting.
if you got events you got coming up. You
Yeah,
wanna
June
plug?
13th. Yeah.
Yeah.
June 13th?
Awesome.
So yeah, that's the history of Savage Systems.
That's awesome.
The first brick and mortar is 2002. The company technically legally formed in 2000. Here we are, 2026. So it's been a long time.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Nice long run.
It is.
Does that mean you've never had a real job?
Oh no,
You've
I had
al-
a bunch of real jobs.
Oh, okay. But
Like,
you
listen.
owned your own business, like pretty young.
Like,
That's pretty awesome.
People who know
Really
my
young.
family know we're like work ethic oriented people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we were at a young age we wanted to work even for like $3 an hour at 8 years old, that kind of thing. It was
Yeah.
like seemed desirable to us to be part of it. We didn't always wanna. I'm not saying we woke up every morning and wanted to go out and load brush and carry wheelbarrows of rocks. My dad's a stonemason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we did it. And I remember my first job, my mom brought me to like a trail. You know where Wendy's is in Putnam?
Yeah.
They were just building that, and they had it wasn't done being built, and they had a trailer like for people to come apply. So I applied there at like 15 and a half because you could be training as long as you turned 16 or something along
Oh,
those
yeah,
lines.
higher
It's a long,
date. Yeah. that
sorry,
makes
it's
sense.
a long time ago, so I don't remember. But
Yeah.
so I got my first legal job there. I worked for Gary O. I was a
Nice.
afternoon DJ after school for not long, 6 months, a year, something
Fun.
like that.
Huh.
But I'm trying to think. Yeah, Wendy's there. I worked
Yeah.
at Putnam schools. I was an IT employee before Savage,
Gotcha.
working at the schools while I was going to school.
When did it become full time? Savage.
02.
Oh, so you were
2002.
just working 2 jobs?
No, in 2002, I quit everything.
Everything.
and
Okay,
opened
so you had
Savage.
that many
Yeah.
jobs
Yeah.
before.
When I was going to UConn, I
And you
had
were-
3 jobs.
Wow.
I worked at Putnam Public Schools and doing IT. I worked at the UConn campus, and I worked at the West Hartford campus.
Wow.
doing
And you
IT.
still had Savage Systems going.
Yeah, it wasn't like a place yet.
Right.
It was just
Yeah,
I had a
yeah.
couple of clients. It wasn't anything.
Yeah.
So I don't want to pretend that's a 4th job, but I had
Gotcha.
I had 3 now.
Wow.
So when you were like 3 and 4 and wanting to like make money and had that work ethic, were you with that entrepreneurial spirit back then? Like, I'm gonna own a business one day.
Yeah, like I would come up with silly ideas. One of them was I'm going to charge people to call them and wake them up,
Amazing.
or
Oh, yeah.
remind them of something. And I think we had like a whole plan for this.
Wow.
Meanwhile, my mom at the time's going to school for a business degree. She has her master's now, but
Awesome.
back then she was going to school, so she was always like encouraging and collaborating on my
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
silly business ideas.
That's awesome.
Not
that kind
silly.
of
They're
support.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she does my books and a lot of other stuff for me now. So.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
great. Yeah.
Nice.
You have to pay her?
Yeah.
You do.
I mean, I don't have to. She probably would still do it. I'm not a,
Just
you know
wondering.
what.
Yeah.
She made you work back then, right?
Yeah.
The gravel.
I didn't always.
So early on, you were entrepreneur minded, and then has there ever been a time where you're like, I don't know if I want to run a business, or you just still been?
I think anybody that runs a business.
I was
has
literally
that.
going to be like, can
It's
I answer that
usually-
question too?
Yeah, it's usually every day for about 10 minutes.
Oh,
Usually
You
at
wanna
the
burn it
beginning
down.
or end of the day. The
Yeah.
crapshoot. It's
Correct.
like, oh, I don't want to go.
Correct.
Or I want to go, and then at the end, you're, I can't believe I should have stayed home. That kind of thing. But I like it.
Yeah.
I don't put it this way. I don't know how well I would function as an employee to flip it.
That's how
The
I feel
alternative.
now.
Yeah.
Even though I've
I mean,
Oh,
that's
no.
how I feel about
Yeah.
my entire existence. I don't think I was
Yeah.
ever meant to be an employee.
gotcha.
I got to be the chef, unfortunately.
I will say, I don't know
Good
how
thing.
many people you invite into the office part of your office. Like
Yeah.
when you walk in, there's shelving, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't see the back. Well, I was in the back where you have a pool table and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I just felt like
Awesome.
this is a place to be creative.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? Like it seemed like there's a lot of camaraderie
hmm
with your team, and I was just wondering if that was something you had the goal of doing. Is there a lot of
Yeah,
creativity in your
it is.
industry?
And how do I word this? It is, and it ought to be everyone's. You know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure the workplace is like a comfortable and sort of fun place. A lot of people have jobs where they just go every day and they don't necessarily enjoy it, but they don't not enjoy it.
Right.
And it's not a theme park, right? It's a job, but it's nice for people to at least feel welcome, at least feel, like you said, the camaraderie. Fridays at 4, we shoot some pool.
Nice.
Awesome.
It gets used as a prep table a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that. It was just I remember being back there and seeing and feeling like a vibe.
Yeah,
And is there a lot of creativity in what you do?
For sure. Yeah,
There is.
not everybody that does what we do is a creative in the sense that they make art, music, that sort of thing. In fact, most of the people that work for me are not, so far as I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it requires creativity to solve problems, because I got to tell you, the problems are different every time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have the same net result problem. Like the same thing will happen and have some wildly different cause. And that throws you for a loop, because now you have to almost trick your brain into doing the opposite of what it's meant to do, is to correlate. So you're like, this happened, so I need to go and fix this thing. But you need to trick your brain into being more creative and say, like, yeah, it could be that thing, but
It might not
what
be.
is it, Murphy's Law?
Yeah.
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 You're always
The
problem
last thing you
solving.
think
Yeah,
of is
so-
what did
Right.
it.
So
Yeah.
it takes a lot of time to get good at that,
Mm.
and that's in a lot of industries. People that fix cars, people that fix anything or troubleshoot anything,
Right.
are gonna have that.
Yeah.
What
I-
is? Can I ask?
go
What is a what is? Are you able to say what is like the most dramatic tech emergency situation you've had? Is that something that?
That I have had in my
Yeah,
life? Yeah, I
yeah.
can tell you. Let me think. Well, it's usually going to be something where stuff is down and a business can't fully operate.
Yeah.
Because and that's going to be true for my organizations as well that aren't for-profit schools, government nonprofits. You got the 40-hour week. You got so much stuff that needs to spit out the other end that needs to get done.
Mhm.
And when they're down for 4 or 5 hours, which is not our goal, but sometimes you have these colossal things,
Right.
One is I'm remoted into a server doing maintenance on a client. We get a call that they want to know what to grab because the building is on fire.
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that is dramatic. Yeah, that's like an
And
emergency.
So
situation.
this is the kicker, right? And we're like, look, this cloud backups, just get out of the building.
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna tell them?
They
And
call-
it's one of these big
Did they
office
at least call 911 before they called you?
Stop and grab all the laptops.
Yeah. I assume the fire was across the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they just like kind of leave the building. Meanwhile, I'm curious. I stay remoted into the thing. Half the building burns down. They never lose power, internet, nothing.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
They couldn't go back into the building,
Right.
but their server was up the whole time. It was the weirdest thing.
Huh.
That's probably not that's more the weirdest thing. Not
That is.
Not
Would you say
Is
that
there
wasn't a common thing when the
that was
building's on fire?
not at all common,
Yeah.
but none of
I
it
was going to
is.
say, is there a certain hardware we should be promoting or buying because of seeing this
Yeah.
Correct.
this test?
Yeah. The only two common things I see or we see every day is you forgot your password or you need a reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, so
Yeah.
And you're there for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything else is like, boy, I wonder what'll happen today. You know?
That is funny. And so, I mean, you're a creative person. Like
A little
you
bit.
do stand up, you do music, you beatbox. Is that that's part of music?
Yeah.
Do you
No,
write?
that's actually math.
That's math.
Oh, I was like, tell me more.
course
Tell me more about this.
It's calculated beatboxing.
No, if it were math, I couldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
bad
right.
at math.
Yeah. And
Well, I was hoping that was the case because I can't do math, but maybe I can beatbox. Then I can say I could do math.
Everybody can.
yeah.
Ugh.
So do you feel like those creative outlets are because you're not as creative at work, or just are they like in line with each other?
I don't know, man.
It's
That's a tough one.
just
I
trying
don't
to
think
kill
one. I
boredom?
don't think one causes the other,
Okay.
or augments the other. It's
Yeah.
just I got this thing about work and job.
Yeah.
Like what is your work in life and what is your job in life, and they can be different things. You know.
So like work is probably the more profound itching that creative itch.
Maybe, or
Scratch.
maybe your job and your work are the same thing. I have friends that have the most boring, mick jobs that they're, perfectly happy doing because when they're not there, they're like the greatest guitarist in 50 miles.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
their band that plays, to crowds of 100 and makes a little bit of money, that's enough for them. Not
Right.
enough, that's like it.
Right. That's what it is.
So
for
like
them,
which
yeah.
part of that is their job and which part is their work?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's I think about that a little bit. And I think that's different for a lot of people.
Gotcha. And so what do you do? You're in a band.
Yeah.
You also
I'm a dad.
your dad.
I
Yeah.
dad my ass off.
Go
I
dad.
swore I wasn't
Go
supposed to
dad.
swear.
Well, you did
You're still
19 minutes.
PG-13
I
or
made it
cleaner.
19 minutes.
You're still
impressive.
PG-13 or cleaner.
Okay,
so,
all right.
yeah.
If they could say it on South Park, is that the?
I have no
South
idea.
Oh
Park said
no,
all
no,
kinds of-
don't go South Park. Can we talk about how cool that shirt is, though?
Roller skates.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love
I
it.
appreciate
It's
Sus.
pretty sweet.
My wife helped me pick it out.
Go wife.
Yeah, thanks,
Woo.
Sandy.
Thanks, Sandy.
How you doing on your minutes for comedy next year? You got new.
I
5 minute
always
yet?
listen. I think for no good reason, long before I even did this, I just write things down. You know, like I like to write, and I don't. If anybody's ever read an email from me, they're laughing right now. You
Okay.
know, he likes to write. You know, I write poems, and they're somewhat abstract.
Yeah.
So if that accounts for my lack of grammar, just consider that me steering into the skid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll write jokes down. You know.
Yeah. That's
Here
how
and there,
I
and
joke
then they-
journal. I'll have a joke journal.
Totally, yeah.
Something
I do it in the
funny, write
notes
it down.
in my iPhone.
Same.
because-
Yeah. Googled.
When it strikes you kind of situation.
Yeah,
like you
it's
do
nice
when
to have
strikes
it
you?
very quick. Plus, you can hit the mic and just talk to it.
Yeah.
So which is cool if you're driving, and that's how I,
Yeah.
I write all of. Well, I say it like as if I've been doing it. You know,
Have you?
the 3 times I did it, that's how I wrote the jokes.
3 times.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes. 3,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yes, I
pretty-
did it 3
yeah.
times.
That's cool.
Did it get easier? Dory?
Oh hell yeah!
It got
the
way
first
easier.
year. So everybody, I don't know if Matt can speak to this. Everybody I've talked to, the first time they've done it says the same thing I said. First time I went out and I did okay.
Yeah.
But I kind of just blacked out, and it's a good thing you rehearse your butt off.
Autopilot.
Yeah, I just got out there and was like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not a stage fright person. I get nervous, but like I don't have an issue talking in front of a crowd.
This was different.
It was just because I was up there doing this particular thing. The other
Yeah.
thing that struck me that I always say is, you could only see like the first 2 rows, and I don't know why I wasn't mentally prepared for that. I was thinking I'm going out there and seeing all these faces. I'm thinking comedians see all these faces.
So
but-
dark.
And I don't know if
right?
that's just a Bradley thing, because I'm not, I haven't been on a lot of stages like that. I'm not like a theater
Yeah.
person, so to speak. So, I don't know, but that kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop the first time. And then yeah, I got off and I was like, did I do the thing? Did I tell any jokes? Like, everybody says they black out. And the second year, no, it was much more natural. And some decent jokes. I go over time every year.
Every year.
And now
Yeah,
you kind of
okay.
like look forward to it.
Criminally.
Yeah.
They shine the light. Everything's short.
So I didn't
That's
see
perfect,
the light.
that's
I
perfect.
saw more than 2 rows of people.
Yeah.
I remember myself being present during some of it. It wasn't a
Yeah.
total blackout. But I don't really remember. I only heard the crowd react like twice. You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem like
Oh, we heard it back there.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was oh, I've played the video back.
Yeah.
And I just like, okay, I got laughs there. Oh, all right. And I did walk over a joke and I felt
Yeah,
like
it's a good thing
stupid.
we get the video
Hmm.
too, because back there you can see the comic, but like from the side, it's not the same.
Yeah.
And not even really from the side, because
Yeah, it was
there wasn't
Yeah.
really anywhere for us to stand that you can get a good look at the show. I mean, obviously you can't be backstage and watch the show at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
We
So
get
having the
adrenaline
videos afterwards is
pumping.
cool.
Yeah, definitely like learned a lot,
Yeah.
critiqued a lot
Oh, and
of
see-
myself. And
Would you do it again?
Oh yeah, I have to. I have
He has
is
to
that
go
the
defend
thing?
his title.
I have to go.
Oh, it's not a choice. Oh, great job for doing so well then.
Well, I mean, everything's a choice.
Yeah.
I suppose.
You
I
know.
suppose. But like,
they make you close it at the end.
I wonder
which
what would
to
happen.
me was
But
really
you should just
rough.
tell Jen, like, I'm not coming back. What are you gonna do?
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want.
You hear that, Jen? Figure it out.
No, well, Amy's gone in for one of our positions. So.
Yeah, Amy, this is for Jen Bertowski. We have a
it
contestant
is
for you.
actually something I've always kind of wanted to do, and then like
Yeah.
to learn like what this is all about. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm interested, but I'm probably gonna eat those words so bad.
It's a fun event. It's
fun,
really
yeah.
cool. You meet a lot of people. Everybody is very
Very
humanized.
supportive.
It's nothing more
Yeah.
human than humor.
Yeah.
I feel like so. I don't know. I've met. I mean, I met you. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't
yeah,
know
we
Matt.
didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
You know, he
Should
showed up.
network.
We met at the
Nikki's Doghouse for
Nikki's
lunch.
Doghouse, and then in
A couple of workshops.
yeah, a couple Andy's classroom
Yeah.
working on the
Is that the comedy?
jokes and stuff.
The
like-
comedy. You're talking about the comedy piece, like.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
how we,
so
how
we,
we
like-
got together and practiced.
Gotcha.
Right,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We even had microphones. We
Awesome.
Yeah.
practiced everything stage
The
presence.
first
which
year
Oh, look
was
at that.
made me feel so much better.
I bet.
But I was still nervous.
the
I
first year
so
was
nervous.
How could you
crazy.
not be?
It was me, Andy, Bob Fournier, and Gary O.
Mm.
I think there was one other person, and I'm being a jerk and can't remember him, but we were all down there practicing, and Gary O is hilarious. Like
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you saw the video of his. This
I've
is the
never
first
seen
year, I
his
believe.
stand up, but I've definitely heard him on the radio many
You know,
times.
we're all nervous, and you know, for the people doing it the first time, you're in like a classroom at a table, and you're like, okay, go and do your set in front of these 3 dudes sitting at a table.
Probably way more
You know,
terrifying than
at 8:00 at night. You
Oh.
know, and we're all nervous to do it. And Gary O just goes up there, and I remember he did this like shakeout thing, like to get himself in the vibe, and then he just did like a hilarious set. I found that rendition funnier than the one he did that night. Like just this is weeks
Go.
before the event, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, he's gonna kill it. The thing about I don't even remember all the jokes. It was something about a microwave, and it was all just like super relatable jokes that he nailed.
Nice.
But we all had a fun time, and
Yeah.
that was we called it the cargo pants mafia.
Oh,
Because
I
of
can
Andy and his cargo
see it in
pants
my
joke.
head. Yeah, I can
Yes.
see that.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy's great because he kind of takes a little bit of a leadership role
Yeah.
with the workshopping and stuff like that.
He's organized. He's a great public speaker.
Yeah.
And it's what he does for a living.
Yeah.
In front of people.
Shout out to Real Custom Training.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
The pens are all right. The
I love
Savage
the
pens are better.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, do you have any?
Yeah.
No. They're all gone. They were just so good.
There it is.
And,
I can't confirm though.
Funny.
yeah.
But no, it's a
Get
lot of
up Chase
fun.
Rapids in the morning and order more pens.
The stuff you learn about yourself, I feel like, or just like, you know, I was like, I don't have a problem talking in front of a crowd, but when you're trying to solicit one emotion from them,
Yeah.
I think it's different. You know, it made a big
Yeah,
difference.
it's pass or fail.
Yeah.
Like you can go up and do a bad job playing a good song,
Mm.
right? And people will still know the song and react to it. You can't do that with a
You
joke.
can't fake it with
It's
jokes.
it's such a pure
Yeah.
thing, and that's why it's so scary, because you can just you have to be at peace with the idea that you're gonna bomb. I haven't yet, but
Knock on wood.
Yeah, really.
but that part strikes me. The other part that strikes me is you know, we have good sense of humor. We write a joke. We're like, this is a banger. This is funny. And then you tell it, and
Flops.
it flops. And
Yeah.
you test it on your
Yeah.
family and all, you know, all this other, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
It's funny because you got to explain it. It ain't.
It's not.
It ain't. So that was a thing for me because you know, I made some of the jokes inaccessible.
One of the times I heard the crowd was like during the setup, they were laughing, and I'm like, I didn't think that part was funny at all. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's parts that you think are going to be the funniest part that will only get like a mid laugh or maybe not
Well,
at
if you
all.
want the mid laugh,
Yeah.
now how do you make the mid laugh happen? Foreshadowing is what you're saying. They're already like, oh, I know where he's gonna go with this. Is that why they're giggling?
But, yeah.
Is it a little snucken in callback to something you said earlier? Like, what do you
It's
do
like
to
a
get that
science to this. I
tiny,
had
Oh,
no
yeah.
tiny
idea.
joke? And
Yeah.
the big joke, and then
Yeah.
I don't know.
there's-
I have no idea,
right. There's
know,
so much to
but
it.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's so much to it. It's like there's other comedians that have tried to do classes. There's one guy that writes about the 15 rules and the 15 rules of comedy. And the last rule, it says there are no rules.
The last one.
I read them all, and I'm like, the last ones, there are no rules. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the rule is be funny. You know, there's a lot of ways to do it.
Yeah.
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 And they change over time because sometimes, you know, you could watch a comedy hour from 40 years ago or a comedy show from set from 40 years ago, and it might not hold up. And it
Right.
was hilarious at the time.
Right. Yeah. yeah.
Relevant anymore.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
I can watch an old Richard Pryor and love it, but I can also see that these jokes are hilarious, the stories are phenomenal, but it's like a slower pace. If he were to do that now, he'd have to have more jokes like per square inch.
Oh, you think people need
Yeah,
more?
I think
for-
it's
yeah. That
It's
is
the culture we live in,
Yeah.
too, right? Everything now, fast.
Yeah, that is one thing
Yeah.
when I was writing was like, okay, you need some like either
white space.
a tagline or punchline every 2 to 3 lines.
Yeah,
Like I didn't want to go saying too much without
yeah.
at least a little tagline, you know, a little something.
I watched a lot of YouTube, like how to
Yeah,
how to
oh,
do
God, yeah.
stand-up comedy. And there's a
Where we
lot of
find
rules
everything
like
now,
that. Like
yeah.
try to,
Yeah.
you know, have a beat like every X number of seconds and all this other stuff. And
Yeah. One thing though I found that helped the writing part like come out of you is just to be yourself, lean into your own life.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was like one thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I'm glad someone said
It's
that.
authentic. People.
Because you're
do
not
that,
trying to
right?
think of like dad jokes or anything like that.
Well, you're thinking like I'm hilarious. You know, like what's
Well-
hilarious about me and my situation that I'm an expert on? Because if you could write a joke on something you're an expert on.
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah, it probably makes it.
Like I'm not going to write a joke about the Navy or you know what I mean, or lawn care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe lawn care. Do you know
Unless you're comparing it to something you are, like you
Yeah.
see the relationship to
Yeah.
it or the non-relationship to it, because that's a lot of, when you switch it.
This has been very heady. I think I'm going to have to go write some jokes after this.
I think I am too. I'm inspired.
I'm going to
Very
overthink
inspired
it now.
by you
The
guys.
jokes are going to be all mechanical.
That's all right.
Ergo.
That's all right. There's one guy that says, sit down and write quantity, and
Yeah.
eventually the quality will come out. Or you'll be
I
able to
mean,
you'll be able to pick out the quality from it.
yeah, I mean, if I've, you know, you probably know I'm a big George Carlin fan, so I've read like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
his books and autobiography and books and stuff
pretty
people
much
have written
say
about
is-
how he wrote.
Mm.
And he would write every funny effing thing that came to his mind down, and he would file them a certain way in
Oh,
a
really?
literal
Okay.
filing cabinet,
Yeah.
and then kind of go back to them to draw from. It's very complicated. Everybody's got some weird system. Mine is
Yeah.
jot them down in notes and hope it's funny.
Yeah. So like I'll write things down. Sometimes I edit it, and then if I can read it in a monotone, because I don't read very well out loud. So when I'm reading, I don't read that well in my head either. But I read like in a monotone voice to somebody, and if they're at least cracking a smile, I'm like, okay, the writing's good. Now I have to work on my
The
delivery of this
presentation
joke.
of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So that was like my safety net, because I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to draw a blank. So I had it in my back pocket. If I draw a blank, I'll just read everything to everybody verbatim, and there'll hopefully at least be smiles on their face. and
Did
not
you sit the
boos.
kids down and be like, guys, I need your advice? Did they think you were funny?
Oh, they watched my set afterwards,
Yeah.
because it was 18 or over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
they,
18, huh?
And they both kind of rolled their eyes and were like, Dad, I can't believe you did this.
You're like, thank you. Thank you.
Like embarrassed for me.
Doesn't matter what we do, you'd be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, at least you can show your kids your comedy.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do write. I try to write clean, and it's tough because my head does not go to a clean place.
Yeah.
Dirty and dark humor is definitely like my reflex
Yeah.
to most of it, which some people that if you listen to this podcast, you might find hard to believe, because we typically clean it.
It's
keep it
always the
clean.
quiet ones you gotta watch.
I was gonna say, Bill Cosby did clean
Oh,
humor.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
sorry.
whoa! What is wrong with you?
Sorry.
You're thinking more like Sinbad.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're not like
Never-
that.
My bad.
Not like Bill Cosby.
His
I'll be
comedy
honest
was
with you,
clean.
everybody disagrees with this in the comedy world. I never really thought he was that funny. It was slow and dry, and it was like
The
watching.
same thing too, right? It's just that
Yeah.
same kind of.
Yeah,
the-
I never liked Bill Cosby,
I
and it was no skin off my back that he turned out to be a creep. I
Yeah.
wish he hadn't, because
I know.
right. You wish nobody does.
yeah,
but
yeah.
for me, I never really saw his stand up. I saw a little bit of it here and there, but mostly we did watch his show growing up, and
Yeah.
I don't remember laughing a lot during. You know what I mean? It was a
Yeah.
sitcom. It was a cool story.
Oh, I
whatever.
thought the show was hilarious, but not
Oh,
so
see,
much.
I
'cause of
never-
him. He would
I don't
come and
remember.
do the little pudding face or whatever.
That
a
was
couple
the
times,
thing, yeah.
And do a
Yeah.
dance, and it was funny. But the characters, I don't remember all the names because I was little. But the younger girl, she always was saying.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, like
it
an
was like his
attitude.
granddaughter, right? She
Yeah.
became
Raven Simone, I think was
yeah,
her name.
Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
her own
It's a
show
good thing
later.
we're talking about this show since we know nothing. We know. We
But
know
I
one of
remember
the
her being.
characters.
She was funny. I
Right.
do remember that, but she was later. She didn't. She wasn't right away in there. I just remember like
Yeah.
early on. I don't remember like. I don't know, Friends, Big Bang Theory. There are times where we're like cackling, laughing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and I
Crying.
don't. Yeah,
Oh,
and I just don't feel
I didn't
like
get that with that show either. But
Right,
it was more of a
so-
feel-good
That
show,
might
and
be
it
the
turned out.
period.
That's
time
what I'm trying to
period.
say.
Yeah.
yeah,
Time period stuff wasn't as funny then.
yeah,
There wasn't as many jokes
right.
per second.
Yeah, there was
per minute.
people were more interested in the story.
The JPMs were
Yeah,
much lower then.
what's
JPM.
Joke per minute. yeah,
Oh, jokes.
yeah.
I gotta get to speed on this stuff, man. Gotta get up to speed.
But we digress. Let's just definitely shout out Savage Systems is located at 225 Kennedy Drive.
Oh,
Kennedy
Come on down to
Drive, Putnam,
Kidney Drive.
where's
Connecticut.
that?
It's the old Putnam Library. Same strip as the Price Chopper.
It won't cost you an arm and a leg, but it might cost you a kidney.
Ba-dum.
Come on down to 225.
Do you like it when people call you? 860-928-3422. If I wanted
Yeah.
your services, is that the best?
Hey, look,
best
if you
start?
work somewhere and they don't have good IT, or the IT people they don't have IT, or the people that they have aren't good, tell your boss to call us,
Yep.
and we'll come out and evaluate things, give you a quote, and we do outsourced IT, like I said earlier. So if your business is like in need of it, the way we work is we come out, we look at the size of the company, the complexity, how many locations, how many employees, and then we arrive at a price. You pay us that price monthly, and then we become your IT department, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, or 8 to 5 rather, and that's pretty much a wrap. As if you worked
Yeah.
somewhere that had an IT department up the hall. That's what
Mm.
we want to emulate.
Gotcha. Now, do
Cool.
you like consult? Like, if I'm building a new building, like networking,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like,
Yeah, we do a lot of consulting.
Would you do the install too? Is that
Yep.
like, yeah,
Yep.
guys are in there
We
running
do
wire the whole
all
bit.
kinds of that sort of work.
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll come in, mount the rack, handle, coordinate wiring, termination. Sometimes move a company, like a lift and shift.
Oh,
You know, like you're leaving this building and you got 9 servers and they got to be brought over, and we'll do stuff like that too.
okay. What's a server?
It's a RAD computer.
Okay, so this is like just like
You know what RAD means, right?
no. I thought you meant like rad
Really-
1980s, like
did.
rad.
Really
like
awesome
that's
saying
rad,
that.
radical.
Really?
Okay,
Oh,
so you're like a big computer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a computer, and it's characterized. What makes it a server, for the most part, is its redundancy. Your computer over here has 1 hard drive, and its servers have 2 to 8,
Oh, okay.
and not 1, 2, 3, 4, but these 3 are forming 1, so that if 1 dies, the other 2 take over. Redundancy.
okay,
Some servers have 2 power supplies. One of them pops, the other one just keeps running.
okay,
Obviously more memory. They're built to run full bore all the time. They're generally much louder. Form factor, a lot of times they're rack mount. They slide into a rack.
okay.
That sort of thing. But when you boil it down, it's just a RAD computer.
So what would be like your general, like a residential, like what would be your advice to keep things safe? I guess from like, I don't know. I always worry about like my kids like paying for something online, or
oh my
are
God,
we
yeah.
are they subject to viruses? And
I got to
that
be
sort of
honest with
stuff?
you, the residential stuff I'm not as well versed in, because I've been doing the commercial stuff so long, and I get asked a lot about like filtering and child control, and I'm living in that world myself now. I've got a 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. Shout out to Thomas and Carlin.
Oh, no.
Cameras
Great
over there.
names.
Hey, Carlin. Hey, Thomas.
Awesome.
That's
As a
awesome.
celebrity.
He's going to
Yeah.
be super jazzed. He really likes podcasts.
That's awesome.
What were we talking about? I love
We were talking about like the residential security part.
So I'm
like,
living in that world now where I've got different things set up to make it so that they can only do, like, so for instance, they have iPads, right? So we have the Apple Home, whatever it's called, and they're set up as kids, and I can control their screen time, and they can't go to naughty sites and that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. But then they have Google TV in their bedrooms, right?
Yeah.
So now I've got Google Family or whatever it's
Yeah.
called,
Okay.
and I'm trying to control that, and it seems, I don't know if there's one thing. Shout out in the chat
Yeah.
if there's one thing
Yeah.
that you can just
Right.
buy that works for all of those things. But it used to be your chief concern was locking down like the tablets and computers. But did we think about the damn TVs?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah, 'cause
immediately
now the
thought.
TVs are.
Now my kids are pretty good. They're not going to
Yeah,
go
they're
watch
like
some
computers.
craziness. They're not going to sneak and do it. They're rule followers, but I just don't want them to come across. You know, I don't want them
Yeah.
to come across.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
accidental
I-
come
I
across.
locked it down and
or-
it works, but if you want to loosen it, ish, I had to lie about his age to get him on Minecraft because it's for 13 or something and older.
Okay.
Minecraft.
Minecraft was, I don't know, so far from what I could see, seems innocuous.
Yeah.
I wonder why 13.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
you want to be careful if they're playing online with randos.
That's more probably
Right.
Yeah.
That's usually the biggest issue.
Yeah, they
is
play
trying to lock out.
in the house, or friends are over, and one of
Yeah.
them makes a world, the other one joins it, and then I bought them what's called a realm. It's basically like a server that's just ours in the
So
cloud.
that hardware and software, like you purchase.
No, it's just
Oh.
well, a lot of times when we say server, we're not really referring to hardware anymore. We're referring to like a virtual instance in the cloud.
Like a
Jesus.
cloud. Isn't it
Welcome to
unbelievable?
the lingo.
Right. Yeah.
Ugh.
But anyway, yeah. So it's you basically pay Microsoft, who owns Minecraft. Hey, I want a realm, they call it, and then on that realm you can have a world, and then
No
he
one
can
else
play,
can.
and like his friends, that
Only
aren't
people
in the
they
same
invite.
network that are at their house can play.
Okay.
Yeah, like by invite only.
Yeah, so
no-
that's how we handle that. I don't let them play with strangers.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, they build all kinds of cool stuff and
Yeah.
explore and have a lot of,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
kind
don't
of
see
like,
a downside, especially for, like a STEM-oriented house, which is, we're big on science, art,
creativity. Yeah.
my
Flexing that muscle.
Carlin is
That's
talking
awesome.
about engineering and that sort of stuff. So, you got to make sure
Nice.
they have the access to it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a whole nother language to me, and I do not speak it. This is like so. It's
Ditto.
so
I couldn't begin to sell a house.
Okay.
You like the paperwork you guys deal with and the
Yeah.
procedure and processes, and don't do this,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, the contracts and
No.
negotiations.
So I think
and
you know.
stuff like
I don't
that.
think
Yeah.
with what we do, it's any different. If it
Right.
makes
You
feel
just got to be in the
I just
world.
don't want you to feel bad that my job's more
Right. You
complicated
just got to
than
be.
yours.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
is. It is.
He's throwing you a bone here. Because
I'm sure sometimes you have shooting.
I don't. So like I've always been into
oh, Matt. What did you deserve
like
that?
working with people.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like
The human element, right?
yeah, the human
Yeah.
element is just in negotiations. Those are
Yeah.
my favorite things.
I like
And
talking
there's
about-
problem solving with negotiations a lot where
Oh yeah.
you have two people that one wants something done because it came up in a home inspection. The other one doesn't want to pay for it, and then we got to figure out a compromise. That kind of
That's
stuff.
the type of stuff
That's-
I
I-
don't like.
See, I love that.
I
That's
don't like being between the two.
Come to me with your problems.
I don't want to mediate.
I was a peer
Mm.
mediator in high school, so that's where that
Yeah.
started.
This is
for
right
me.
up your alley, then.
Yeah,
Right up
no.
your alley.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
mediate anything. That sounds
Gotcha.
complicated
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
emotional.
Well, I'm sure it's exhausting in a different way,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
like
that's it
emotionally.
from a business sense too. It's just like on either side as a customer. Right?
Yeah.
So now you're trying to settle.
Keep everybody
You
happy.
do it wrong, you lose them both.
Usually, it's
Ooh.
not my client on the other end.
Yeah.
Usually, I
potential
represent
client.
one client. Usually,
Listen,
I
every living, breathing
Yeah.
person is just like with Bob
But
Fournier. They're
y-
all potential clients.
You have to
True.
treat it in there, and usually, yes, the best negotiations where everybody either walks away feeling good and that there was a fair deal, or they walk away like everybody feels burnt.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
and that sucks too. But
Yeah.
I mean, just some of these houses, they just have these issues that have, like, if it's a failed septic, I mean, no one's winning.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody's
it's
winning on that.
costing time. It's it's usually 30,000. Some of the cheapest ones maybe 24 to
Sounds
30,000.
There's-
Would you say you had a dad joke?
Yeah, where is
you just
it?
reminded me.
All right, so these three guys walk into a bar, right? This is a really stupid joke. I'm just gonna warn you.
no, let's
Ouch!
go for it.
Three guys walk into a bar. The first guy has an iguana. He's just holding an iguana.
Okay.
Big old iguana. Mysteriously. Second guy is in boxer shorts and like a bomber jacket. Just nothing but boxer shorts and a bomber jacket. The third guy's covered in bees. So, bartender goes to the first guy. He goes, "Hey, what can I get you? And what's with the iguana?" And the guy goes, "Well, they closed down this animal store, pet store I've been working at for like 20 years, and now I got no job, I got no income, but they let me keep this iguana, so it's with me for comfort." And he goes, "Oh, that's great, and I'll have a beer," and he gives him his beer. Then he goes to the second guy and he goes, "Hey, what do you have, pal?" And he says, "I'll have a whiskey, neat." And he goes, "And what's going on with this outfit you got on?" He goes, "Well, I got old lady kicked me out of the apartment, middle of the night. All I could grab was my grandfather's bomber jacket, so that's all I got to wear." He goes, all right, tough break, guy. He goes, and he goes to the third guy. He goes, hey, what do you have? And by the way, what's up with all these bees? And the guy says, get these bees off of me!
Not sure where to go with this one, Matt.
Yeah.
I told you it was a bad joke. It's a bad joke. Now I've bombed.
I was just thinking okay, your kid's celebrity, man.
I bet they're laughing. Because the whole point is, like, you waste all the time on these other two characters. Meanwhile, there's a guy covered in bees. Obviously, that's an urgent situation.
Pretty,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Now
It
I've
stands out,
explained the
obvious.
joke.
Right, right.
No, I got that, but
I got the joke. It's not an intelligence. You spoke clearly.
Yeah.
Yep.
This whiskey's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. What's it called?
Willet.
Willet?
Pot still traditionally pot distilled every drop.
So is my water.
Nice.
Your water? You got that? That's from my well.
It's like my, is it? It's like my
Great
third
water.
glass of water.
Oh boy.
Hydrated.
Yeah,
Hydrated.
You're gonna be able to drive home after that?
I don't know. I might need a pit stop.
Yeah. So particle accelerator. I noticed
Oh.
there's a lull, so I'm just gonna say
Do it.
That's what I was
Particle
thinking.
Accelerator, June
Thank you.
13th. It's a
Oh.
it's a music festival to benefit, all day benefit music festival. It's our 20th year.
Woo!
It's at Rotary Park, June 13th. It's noon to 9. Headliner Nick Bossy, and a bunch of acts. I wish I had the. I will pull up the flyer serendipitously while we're talking. But basically, it's a labor of love for about 10, 15 people that work together to throw this every
Throw that
year.
on, yeah.
A small group of core people. Shout out to Grace, Jack, Sandy, Chris, Danny, a million other people. But we've been doing this for a long time, and it's pretty neat. It's basically 10, 15 bands back to back all day. Everything from rap, country, punk, ska. Like it's a real ride.
Yeah.
And we do it to raise money for suicide prevention programs at United Services.
Oh.
Nice.
Particularly their mental health first aid. So we got Kayla Farnham. Do you guys know Kayla Farnham?
Sounds familiar, but is she at United Services?
Yes, and I just noticed her name is misspelled on this proof.
On this thing.
So I
She
need to-
might have been. So
Kayla
United.
Farnham's Connecticut State Troubadour, piano
Oh wow.
singer-songwriter.
Oh, cool.
So
Maybe that's why I've seen the name.
there, I think it was a Kayla. So we have Tommy Toy Fund on.
Yeah.
And I think United Services is affiliated with that, or they're. I think they've brought Tommy Toy Fund under their umbrella.
Yeah.
Of United Services.
I can't speak
and
to that.
And I think Kayla was on the podcast
Mhm.
with a couple other people that
Oh, that's cool.
volunteer to do that. So typically every November, early November, we'll have Tommy Toy Fund on, try and
Drum it up. Yeah.
juice their donations for Christmas and whatnot.
That's the
So,
move.
yeah, I want to say that Kayla was on the podcast with us,
Yeah.
or she was at least mentioned, something
Yeah.
like that. It sounds so familiar. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
she's been with us for a number of years at the festival and doing a lot of stuff and putting records out and stuff. So she's really cool. We got Amy, which is an acronym for I Love You and I Miss You. It's a group out of Baltimore. They've played with us for 10, 15 years, every 1 to 3 years because they're in Baltimore. So they'll shoot out, but you don't want to miss them. A former friend, Brian Gore and the Tender Fritters. I haven't seen
Tender
them yet.
Fritters.
Tender Fritters.
Did you say a former friend? Is that like the
That's a
name?
band called
That's
The
a band.
Former
Okay.
Not a former.
Not an actual
It's not a
friend.
former. It's like, yeah, this guy's playing, but I'm not friends with him. Grace Young and Friends, The Sparkle and the Fade, Llama Tsunami. They're a
Llama
standing.
Tsunami.
They're the best ska band around.
Okay.
That sounds
Pocket Vinyl, which is cool. They do music, and one of them paints a whole painting.
Wow.
in their
While they're-
30-minute set.
What?
And then they
I've
watch
actually
them.
heard of
That's
people
cool.
doing that. That is so
Yeah. That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the move. Kill Tony has 2 guys that one draws and one paints while Kill Tony's going on, and then
Oh,
they
no
raffle them off with the merch.
Yeah.
Nice.
They do
Sure.
music, and they they play and sing, and it's very interesting. And she says she doesn't even know what she's gonna paint until like she
She's,
starts
like,
to hear the
struck
music.
by
She
it.
purposefully, if I recall, she says she just kind of like puts it out of her mind until
Yeah.
so that it's more spontaneous.
That's
And we got Indigo Folly, Jim Star, and the Papa Joe Show. Headlining is Nick Bossy. I already said that. Do you know Nick Bossy?
Nick.
He's
Bossy.
blowing up in the area.
Okay. I think you were telling me about
No.
him before when we were
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, so
Bands.
that's gonna be cool.
I try to be
we have
asleep
a River
before 8 o'clock.
Fire.
River Fire.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be rad.
It is.
Yeah.
Sounds like
And
it.
that is June 13th.
June 13th, all day.
Nice.
Starts at noon, ends around 9.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a long day.
Yeah.
That's a big event.
Yeah, we've
Man.
we like I said, this is our 20th year, so we've done it a lot of the last like 15 years are basically this way.
Yeah.
But there were times where it went till like 11.
Wow.
And we had 17 acts, and
Oh, man.
we've been doing 2 stages for years, and now we're moving it into one, just main
And-
stage.
Mm.
You perform with your band?
No,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
in a band.
Okay.
No, I haven't been in a band since.
So you're a
like,
producer,
2000,
basically, of this?
2002. I just mess around with music. I play around at home. I
Yeah.
do like production contests. My kids like to make music. Cause
Hmm.
I don't have any particular ambitions at the moment.
Right. I guess I'm trying to ask you, like, what's your role with this
Oh, my
event
role is I'm one of the organizers.
okay.
Years and years ago, a group of us, got together and started working on it. And now it's all of us still working on it. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
My role is specifically is like the show part. Like I'm involved in all of it a little, but that's the part
Yeah.
that's the part I have to own.
Yeah.
And over the last probably like 3 years, I want to say maybe 4, Danny Fleet and now the homie Chris, Chris Tanjuris are helping with the booking and stuff.
nice.
Terry from the Stomps helped here and there. So I'm kind of like shifting that away. You want to know why? Because I'm
Why?
too old.
It's-
I don't know any of the effing bands.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
be young and I knew the bands. Now I don't know the bands. And Danny Fleet, he's in 30 bands, including
He's
Fleet
in
and
30
a former
bands?
friend, not 30, but,
But
you
he's
know.
in a lot of bands.
He's one of these guys that he plays drums in this band, guitar, bass, plays every
I could do it
instrument. I'm
really
like,
musical.
will you calm down?
Good for
Cut
him.
it out.
You youngin.
I'm
Good
still
for
like
him.
I'm a mediocre at one instrument,
Yeah.
and now I just don't want to play.
Gotcha.
But anyway, yeah, these guys have been kicking in. He does booking for venues and stuff. Like that's like his job.
Yeah. Wow.
And Chris is involved in the live sound world, works at Rational Acoustics, doing super nerdy sound stuff for big stage productions. But yeah, they're, helping sort of drive the bus. I feel like a little bit disconnected, and let's be honest, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing a great job the last, few years because I've just been spread so thin with the kids and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm not very organized.
You're an organizer.
No, yeah. organizer.
But the show must go on,
Whose idea
and it
was
goes
that?
on.
It
Well-
does go on, and we've had a lot of really good shows, and there's been a lot of years I did a great job booking. But I feel like now having these guys involved has given it even more of the sort of flavor and the we want to keep it a little weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Keep it
we're-
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
different, and we want to take you on a ride. And these Danny in particular is just better at making the ride happen.
So June 13th.
I'm ornamental now.
June 13th.
Is that a Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Yep.
I have a soccer game.
It's always 8 days after Father's Day. It's the
That's like your.
Yeah, so I'm
Good one.
thinking if you wanted to, you and a couple of other members of these producers, organizers,
Yeah.
the
we'll call it
whatever.
the committee.
the
The
committee,
committee
if you guys want to come on
official.
like June 8th,
Yeah, we'll be here.
and we could promote it
Hell yeah.
as much, unless you think we need to go 2 weeks out, we could go the Monday before that, which would be June 1st.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
People like
the
it
answer
fresh
is
in the
yes, but
head,
I don't
yeah.
know if we should do it earlier or sooner.
Yeah.
I'd have to
I mean-
bat that around and ask or
Yeah,
rely on
we could
people
do
that.
we could do the 1st or the 8th, and then you can always reshare it. It's always there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing that we're really trying to up our game on is like the promotion and stuff like that.
Yeah. I love that stuff when people come together for these big events. And I don't know, just it becomes this like really cool thing where all the community's involved and people get to know
Yeah.
like more people of the community, more of these bands that come off, and like we get to see. I mean, we've had businesses on here that they're on some back road in North Woodstock. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like where did you come from?
Getting some
like,
exposure.
yeah, and then like to find bands and other. We've had authors. And I just love it when that we get these spotlights, these events.
You
that
should have Danny on.
Danny who?
Danny Fleet.
Danny. Oh yeah,
Yeah, he'll talk.
yeah. Is that
He knows
like,
a lot. He's a musician.
on the
He's,
first.
helps with the booking for Particle. And
sweet? So Particle Accelerator is the name of the.
is the name of the event. Yeah, it's named after a song. It's in honor of Jack Young Jr., or the legendary Jack Young Jr. He was a good friend of mine. Grayson Jack, who I said earlier, his parents. He died by suicide 20 years ago.
Wow.
And, it's funny because, everybody's got different stuff they do when someone passes, right? Some folks have events, and sometimes those events are, if they're music people, music and art people, it'll be like a show.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm talking at the funeral outside. This plan was concocted.
Wow.
And Tony and a bunch of Jack's friends, I don't even remember who all was standing there, but this was not my idea is the point.
Okay.
I'm the
Yeah.
guy standing there going, that sounds like a great idea, guys. Let me know if I can help.
How many years later?
20.
20.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
not mad about it, but yeah, that's kind of how it all like came about.
Right.
It was-
Right.
We were just trying to. It wasn't gonna be 20 years. It wasn't gonna. It was just this one thing, and it was at the Thompson Rod and Gun Club
Nice.
Wow.
under a thing. Not to minimize it, but I'm saying that's
It was under the
vibe we
pavilion
were
out
going
there.
for. Is this
Yeah.
is catharsis? We're gonna have a show.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what Jack would have wanted. It was a great time.
Yeah.
And then we said, oh, we're gonna do it again. And then we did it at the Brooklyn Fairgrounds for 2 years,
Oh.
Nice.
which was cool. And we sold tickets. We were trying to figure out how to like do this.
Yeah.
We were selling tickets, and then
Yeah.
it morphed into by the fourth year, we were at Rotary Park, and it was a free event, and it was just we're gonna fundraise via sponsorships. So
Yeah.
particle.rocks, www.particle.rocks. You go there, you donate, and then we sell sponsorships, and we do it that way.
Yeah.
And then the show is more well attended because you're not paying for a ticket.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's tough to sell a ticket for a show like this. Like these are phenomenal bands, but a lot of the times they're bands you haven't heard of. They're definitely bands that have a fan base, and that fan base is near enough that they're coming through. But like it might be you might be like, I really love this band. This might be a chance for you to go and see a band you've never heard of and love them forever. That's happened to me. That's what happened with Lily Amy. I love
Yeah.
those guys.
Nice.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, so that part's kind of neat, and then you're never gonna see that band at Rotary outside of Particle. It's just not the type of shows they throw there,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
any town rec department does. So
Well,
this
they
is your
do
chance
now,
to see
'cause of
like
you.
the cool ska band, that you would have to go to a club to see, or the cool, heavy band or that sort of thing.
Forgive me for my ignorance, but
rambling.
I don't even know what ska is.
Ska?
Oh, I know what ska is. You don't?
Is it an acronym?
I thought he said
Is
he
it-
was the youngest one.
I've heard of it, but I don't.
because
I can't think of
my
like a
wife will
song.
be mad if I do it wrong.
What does it sound
It's
like?
punk and reggae mixed
Yeah.
together,
Okay,
basically.
so I can
But it comes
get
out
an
of
idea of what
yeah.
that is.
Going way back, like I believe it's predates like even like hardcore punk. Like
And I think you can search it on any like Spotify and bring something up to
Yeah,
hear it.
not
yeah.
Bad Brains, not
I-
that.
yeah. I may be the youngest one of the three of us, but I'm very old soul. So
Old
like
soul.
when you said Fleet of the gentleman's name, I immediately thought of Fleetwood Mac.
Did you? I love
Oh, did
Fleetwood
you?
Mac though.
And I
they're
was
the
like,
best.
oh, I wonder if he's related to
No,
that. It's like, yeah, Fleetwood.
Fleet's way better than Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, wow,
Fleet's
that's
That was my
Yeah,
first
yeah,
concert,
praise.
actually.
That's
Yeah.
That's what I say. Every band they're in is
it's wild. Some
it's
of
so
the
good it makes me mad.
Is
It's
there like
wild.
a Facebook page dedicated to it? Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, just go on Facebook and type in. I'll share it to the thing.
Okay.
that, to make it more organic, but it's particle accelerator. There's only so much stuff on there called that.
Yeah.
And it'll say particle accelerator benefit music, and you'll see Jack playing a guitar.
That's Jack Fleet.
No, Jack Young, who passed
Jack
away.
Young. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
And the events in his honor.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Like, so we've been doing it for Jack all these years. Like, this is we try to put on a show that he would be proud of.
Nice.
And we're trying to do more art stuff. Our event is the same day as the Putnam Arts Festival.
Oh, that works out.
Wow.
Putnam Downtown
Yeah.
Arts Festival. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's at the town hall. It's a really good event. I believe it goes till 4. So we're doing a little cross promotion.
Perfect.
Nice.
But we were reminded, MJ, our artist and Jack's childhood best friend, reminded us that Jack was really into art and drew comic books and had made all these paintings, and he did like at least as much art as he was music. So we're trying to heed that that advice and do as much art stuff as we can as well.
Right. Love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Art rules.
Yeah. Well, you're creative. That's like a thing.
I can't art though.
Try to well,
Art is just
I can't draw.
stand-up's
I
an art
can't do
form.
visual
Writing's
art.
an art form.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Art doesn't have rules. Art can look like
yeah,
anything.
Yeah. 15 rules of art can end the same way as 15 rules of comedy.
There are
no rules.
There are no rules.
It's funny how much talent there is that's like not promoted, or like the self-promotion lacks. You know what I mean? Like you think about some of like great comedians, even I'm told that there's this whole underground world of basketball, guys that should be in the NBA but aren't. And I didn't realize that. Like
Playing
there's,
overseas or just
whether they
Street.
if they find a
Street.
spot, but it's like
Ice Cube had a basketball league.
the half court.
Yeah.
The
Oh, no
half-court
kidding.
league.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're on YouTube.
Is
I
it
don't know
still
if
going, or
as far as I know?
the idea
But, like,
sounded a little silly, so I just assumed.
Oh, I thought
It
it was
failed.
good. Some of it's retired players from the NBA, that kind of thing.
There are dogs here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they're Ricky and Lucy. They're always fun.
I love
Yeah.
dogs.
Whether they're being fun or not, they're always
Shout out to Mona. That's my dog.
Mona. Now Mona's a celebrity too.
Love that.
It would be cool if we had like a way to just put pictures up on the screen. These people that you're talking about.
Let's go
someday,
for it.
someday that's a goal.
Visual aids.
Do you have any future goals with Savage Systems? Like expansion?
Future goals. I wouldn't say expansion. We just want to do a better and better job. There is some desire to grow the company somewhat, but I don't have aspirations to turn it into some huge company where your customers become a number and I become a number.
You want to know
it's not-
everybody. Yeah.
it's not. I wouldn't call it like a mom and pop. Like we have a lot of clients, good amount of staff, but I would be cautious not to grow it too large.
Gotcha.
That's the dance.
Kind of know your limits.
Yeah. But we're in a
The
bit of a period of growth now. We're adding staff. Things are going really well. So
Nice.
It's awesome.
my goal is
Congratulations.
to finish building the team and do what I can to help them be productive and do the
Kinda.
best they can.
Always keep the quality up. Yeah.
Damn right.
Nice.
Keep
Is there a lot to keep up with? Like we have CE courses that we have to
It's crazy.
do.
It's
I was gonna say, like,
I just have to read stuff all the time.
yeah.
It's insane.
Is that fun?
No.
They have audiobooks for it.
Knowing is fun. Learning is not always fun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Being the guy.
The
that
end of it
knows.
is fun
Yeah,
because now
yeah.
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of reading, and I don't want to pretend I read like technical manuals and stuff. It's a lot of like cybersecurity, channels, pages, whatever you call them these days.
Yeah.
Blogs.
Blogs,
That's
Yeah.
still a-
Blogs. Blogs.
vloggers.
Reading a lot of that stuff, and then just out of necessity, as you're troubleshooting something, there's like this is due to this new thing. Guess I'm learning all about this new thing
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
today, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So, in that, like, does the industry change like overnight sometimes?
It seems like it lately.
Yeah. Is it,
Yeah.
like,
If the industry isn't, the tools are.
has
Like Google, Microsoft, these tools, even social network like Facebook, you wake up tomorrow and everything's wildly different. The button that you were counting on ain't there, and that's a
Yeah,
little
the
bit challenging.
upgrades and stuff. Oh,
Yeah, I
hate
feel
that.
like
Updates are always
there's stuff is changing too much. Like I could see, I'm fine with updates a lot to fix things, but the updates always seem to be like, well, we think it should look like this. We changed our mind. It should look like this. It's like, just friggin' leave it, man.
Yeah,
Like
that's how I am.
make
Just
it
leave
so
alone.
when I click it, it works every time. It doesn't breathe.
That's what a
Yeah.
That's what
novel
we want.
idea.
But they always have to
Novel.
freshen things.
Freshen
up.
things up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
so annoying.
Yeah, that part bothers me a lot. That they're constantly changing interfaces, and it's for us too. Like the admin, we'll be in some very complicated back end system where we got to do a thing that you got to do like a certain way. Even stupid stuff like making a new user, or let's say we do a lot of what's called change add moves, right? So you got a company, they hire someone, we have to add them to the system.
Are you guys
They
gonna be okay?
fire someone.
I gotta take my dogs out.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep talking. Me and Amy are
Beautiful.
gonna keep talking.
Right, we're
Hey,
good. We're good.
Awesome.
I want to hear all about interface exchanges.
Yeah. So like people leave the company,
Yeah.
we got to get rid of their account.
Yep.
And then changes are people get married, name changes, things like that. So that's like a lot of, that's a lot of the job is facilitating that.
Yeah. I would imagine. And you have a big team to kind of help support you.
Yeah, we've got 8
Oh,
people.
that's awesome.
Yes, 8 people now.
People who have come through the ranks with you, or do you?
Some of them, yeah. We've got a lot of people that have been there a long time. Wade's been
Right.
with me like 15 years.
It's great.
He came as an intern, and now he's our operations director.
That's awesome. Good.
My
yeah.
mom's been doing the books since a long time.
Long time.
Whole time.
Fantastic.
Angela, my cousins, worked there for a number of years.
Do your kids talk about it? Like, I know they're little, but are they like, we want to work with dad?
Yes, my niece works for me.
Does she?
Yeah, she's obviously a lot younger than me, so
Yeah.
I kind of like I had the company when she was little, so
Yeah.
it feels a little bit like that. But yeah,
Like it's a family company.
Yeah.
So it's just natural progression probably for them.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. So you're excited for I mean, this music fest is awesome. I'm so excited about it. I
it's
didn't
gonna
know
be a lot
that it
of
was.
fun. I can't.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to have it with in conjunction, like you said, with the arts.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
gonna
that
be-
activity in
it-
Putnam.
It's going to be a lot for people to do that day in Putnam.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
And I got to say, too, the Putnam Arts Council, sorry if I'm saying any of this wrong, like the name of the org and stuff, but they've been awesome. Like, we reached out and we're like, hey, this seems a little bit like lemons, but it's also kind of like a lemonade type of thing. Like, we have conflicting events, but they don't really conflict per se.
Right.
There's only 4 hours of overlap, and we said, hey, what do you want to do? You want to do some work together, come up with
Collaboration.
some ideas? And they said, yeah, absolutely. We had, we've
That's
met.
awesome.
They've been awesome.
But then it benefits, the restaurant and the
Yeah.
downtown and
Yeah.
everything. And so
Yeah.
it just really brings business
look
to that
who's back.
downtown area.
Sorry about that, but
It's like, oh, let's
I'm
do
actually
let's
glad
do a
you brought
live
them out.
podcast.
no dog.
handled it.
No dog.
We handled it.
Yeah, no dog accidents in the house.
I think we should have all went.
I feel like it was.
should have all went.
I feel like
Just
that
let it
might have
be
been
dead
close
air.
though.
Just put like
It was
that. We'll
close.
be
I
right
ran.
back, like they used to do in the 50s, all night when TV went off the air. Just-
But like
that would be cool if I had like video commercials of sponsorships like ready to go for something.
That's a
like
good
that.
idea.
Oh, hey,
in case
look
you
at
gotta
it.
pee or
Right,
there's
pee
2-minute
break.
break. Bing.
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that'd
lot
be
of
cool.
things that could happen.
Yeah. But anyway, what'd you guys talk about? Anything good?
Yeah, everything was really good actually. But if you were here, you would know.
He
Well.
can't know.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You're not privy.
Let's
You'll have
just
to watch.
say- let's
You'll have to
just
watch it
say
back.
We have some thoughts.
Okay. One of my questions that I had for you was, is AI helping you or making things worse?
Bum, bum,
Do
bum,
you have
bum.
a large are you big on the security part of what you
We
do?
have to be.
And
yeah.
AI is
A pain in the
breaking
ass,
breaking
yeah.
down
Yeah,
security.
but also it's how like this is going to be. It's a double-edged sword. right?
AI model versus AI model, security models.
There's a lot of really good uses for it. Think we've had security products that did, I don't know a lot about math, algorithms, that sort of thing, but they did, heuristic type stuff where, they would detect a thing and then because that thing is happening, go and see if this other thing is happening so that it can tell if they correlate to a security event, to an issue, right?
Mhm.
So we've had stuff like that for a while, but picture that, but AI reasons like that, but applies some of what a human does, the nuance to thinking, right? Not the because this, do this. AI can meet it in the middle between that and a human brain and say like that, but this, but hold on a second. This is slightly different. So maybe, that sort of thing. So now we have that injected in there to look at stuff that's happening
Mm.
with, that can think almost like a human, but a billion times faster, literally.
Oh wow.
So
That's
it can,
kind of terrifying.
yeah. So well, but it's also very useful in certain cases, in other cases, it's taking people's jobs. It's putting out substandard work. It's lying to us on social media.
Yeah.
You can't
that-
tell what's real sometimes. Like, what's a real video? What are people really doing? Is this fake? And
Yeah,
that's where I get freaked out.
we're living
Yeah.
in the dead internet theory,
Yeah.
where all of the interactions and content on the internet, you just have to assume a human didn't even make it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna have to assume that.
You're gonna, it's well, I mean, you'll know it when it happens, but you won't know it when it happens. You know what I mean? It's happening right
do.
now. Okay, so
For a
you're
while.
scrolling Facebook, and
Yeah.
are you not seeing the most outrageous lies?
Oh,
Like, this new movie is coming out. Here's the damn flyer, and here's 4,000 people talking about how they can't wait to see it, and it's not even real. It's
Right.
totally made up.
I haven't
And that's a
seen.
benign
I haven't
example.
seen
That's that's
to that
yeah.
level. I haven't seen that level. I've definitely seen like I don't know, like guys on the toilet and a deer comes through the window and is being chased by a grizzly bear and they both come through the window.
Oh yeah,
like,
just those fake videos
like
that they're
fake
making.
videos, and I'm like, I'm trying to teach my algorithm not to give me any of that.
Yeah.
But then
I don't think.
then what? Like, how do you tell the algorithm I only want human-made videos, like real videos, non-AI videos?
Now
I don't know.
humans make those AI videos.
Right,
It says,
right, it's the
"Come
problem.
make
Yeah, now
these."
they're like, hey, you want to make the AI video
Yeah.
that the AI
Yeah.
made?
Right.
It's
And
a
the-
new platform.
So, two scary stories I've heard about AI where, like, the first and second version of ChatGPT won't shut itself down. They keep uploading to other servers
Yeah,
where they can't. It's like whack-a-mole
like,
now.
what do
They
they call
can't
it?
stop it.
the Terminator there, the
Oh,
Is that Skynet?
Skynet.
Skynet. Oh my
So
gosh.
I try not
wow,
to like
good
look at
memory.
that because that's when people seem to like, oh,
So
that's-
here's the
that's
thing.
a movie that's different, which maybe.
Without
But-
veering into inappropriate areas of discussion, I don't think that AI. I think that the idea that AI will turn sentient in an evil way and it will on its own turn against us is far less likely than those in power turning it against us, humans turning it against us.
Turning the AI.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
do.
they're going to do that by
yeah.
taking all our jobs, and it's going to be used to make tactical decisions in war, and things that are not great for humanity.
Right.
And I think in that way, humanity will suffer.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, one story was the guy was programming AI in a closed circuit, so like it only had what he was
Sandbox.
feeding it. It only had what he was putting into it, programming it to
Got
see how it reacted and whatnot. And I forget exactly what it was prompted to do, run some sort of app or something like that. And basically, he had a phone always on him that wasn't his real phone. They had a mock phone. And on that phone, it looked like in his text messages that he was having an affair. And so when they went to go shut down this AI model, that AI threatened to blackmail him that
Oh.
he would tell
Oh, they set
on
up a
him.
scenario.
They set it up,
Yeah,
and it took the bait, and it tried to blackmail him. So
Oh.
it wouldn't shut him down. So it wouldn't shut down that model. So I was like, that's horrible, because it has all these survival instincts. It seems.
That's
we
it, right?
We could have had the
That's it.
EMH from Star Trek, and instead we get this crap. You guys know about the EMH?
No.
No, no.
In Star Trek Voyager, they have an emergency medical hologram. It's a holographic doctor.
Okay.
I've actually
AI.
seen that. I don't
Yeah.
know for I
We could
have.
have had that.
Telecom.
Instead, we got
telehealth.
you know,
Telehealth.
It exists actually.
That's
It's
where
called
telehealth
telehealth.
is, right?
Yeah, you you didn't go to the doctor during COVID on the phone. Like,
Oh, we did.
Didn't
oh,
we
yeah,
all?
we saw that. That's what I mean. Telehealth
it's like, how are you gonna look at my liver from there?
becomes a hologram. So that's the
Hologram.
future of telehealth.
Oh yeah, right over the phone.
Yeah.
Just
I remember the
hologram
show
right?
Gem and
Yeah.
the Hologram.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
can
remember
grab you
that?
and tell you to cough, just right over the phone.
Oh, you have to grab yourself and cough.
Gonna do it on video.
That's a great joke. Yeah, it's telehealth. COVID was crazy. Doctor called me, told me to crap myself. And
I'll be writing that one down.
A sneak preview of Matt's next season. His comedy.
So anyway,
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Oh my gosh, no
AI.
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 Yeah, and I do worry about, like, I don't know. We definitely have some people that have a morally based type of programming for AI, but there's so many other models out there that they're
everybody's worried
not.
about
The morals of it.
the computers being evil, that they're forgetting that the humans already are. You know?
That's true. I forgot about that. But that's what I mean. Like, there's like these people that feel like AI will be like something good. And I'm like, yeah, maybe the one that, or the models that we're doing morally,
Yeah.
but there's always someone programming a model that's not morally sound.
For
If any-
everyone, right?
If anything should be like democratized, or socialized, maybe not in the form of like, governmental, but that the people should have direct control of, not those in power. It's AI.
Mm.
Like
Okay.
we can argue about energy and other stuff,
Yeah.
whether that should be like owned by the people, etc. But AI for sure, it has to be controlled by the people. We can't, like, we had all this thing, all this history about like, well, make sure we don't give the people in power too much power.
Right.
This is way
Too much.
This is
Yeah.
like the power to replace us all.
Yeah. And I do worry about just the sheer usefulness, like taking away so many people's usefulness or their
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like I was very upset about COVID, where they were basically telling us who was important, who wasn't. Well, I don't care if you have a business sharpening pencils
Yeah.
and that puts food on your table. That's essential.
Yeah.
It's essential to your family, and that, like, you can't just shut that down. That bothered me.
Yeah.
And now is going to be the same thing with AI. Like
Yeah.
like I feel like the whole driving delivery person industry is going to be
Yeah,
gone.
all
in
of
the
it's
next
gonna, and they're
5.
replacing the wrong jobs first.
Okay.
Like they're going for the jobs that regular people do,
Okay.
like a cashier.
All right.
Yeah.
All these examples, cooks, delivery people, and
A cook?
How would that work?
Culinary
I
arts?
think they're not gonna
can be
have
done by-
robots cooking, man. Like,
I
come
just,
on.
I did see
think-
some
think-
robots racing down the road. One of them
Most
was
of
running
the-
backwards though, so that was encouraging. Like,
These
he was,
chain
he was,
restaurants are getting, it's packaged and combined. They cook it, but it's
yeah.
assembled. It's
It's
you
not
know.
that farm to table stuff
Well,
that we
so
have to
that
go
was-
searching for.
That would be my, not contrarian, maybe contrarian, but that would be my point to that. I feel like there's a culture of going back to everybody having a garden, farms every 20 feet on the road, where
Let's
you know,
hope.
some argue when we got the technology in the 50s and 60s to
Yeah.
Mass
farm
production.
mass production, but it made us all sicker. It made us all like
Yeah, I'd like to see us
unhealthy.
return to that
So-
because we want to, not because we have to.
right. And I do feel like we have way more farm stands
Yeah.
popping up. We have
Around
way
here,
more.
especially, it's nice. We
Shout
get,
out to Dylan.
We're blessed
Daigle.
where we live,
We really are lucky
Yeah.
that way. There's a lot of
You
options.
roll up to Blackmar Farms.
Oh,
Farm,
yeah.
get a
Yeah, shout out to them. They have the
few
best corn.
chickens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love hearing about those spots, and we have Dylan Daigle on the podcast all the
I've
time.
been wanting to get over there. I have some people at the gym that go get farm shares and chicken shares and meat shares, and I can
Yeah.
get over there.
I keep
yeah.
saying I'm gonna get a cow, like a whole cow.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you have a storage for
buy
that?
one?
I
Or
think
you're
every
gonna-
man dreams of buying as much of like some fraction of a cow. We don't want to be like, I got
Yeah.
10 pounds of steaks. Like, no, I got a half a cow.
Right.
Yeah, I've done
like
it.
a quarter.
Yeah, you have?
And yeah,
You have.
Now I feel inferior.
the breed and the diet makes a difference in the taste of the meat. Just
I'm
so
sure
you
it
know.
does.
Oh, yeah, I'm
It's-
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would suggest to anyone, yes, definitely stock freezers with meat, buy in bulk, that whole thing, but try it first. try meat from that farm before you
Before you go buy the whole
buy the
thing.
whole quarter.
I've
the
had
whole
some
half.
grass-fed
Yeah.
stuff that it didn't taste bad. It's just like, I don't really.
Yeah, there's definitely a certain art to it where grass fed to a certain point, finish them, the last 10% finish with grain to give them that fatty marbling.
Yeah.
A lot of like 100% grass fed doesn't have that marbling. That
Yeah, for now, until all the cows are robots. You'll see.
They're AI.
You really want to doomsday this podcast? No, I think it's promising how many people are going back to making their own food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
and
that.
I think that's
An
something
ingredient
that
household. Yeah.
we, as long as we keep our land and keep
Yeah,
keep that whole thing, we'll be able to survive because you're making your own food.
totally.
You can survive.
It's the move. And if if you don't need much land to do it.
Right.
There's certain things you can grow more easily. You can start with. And
Yeah, I've seen gardens. I mean, it's definitely something to research, but I've seen gardens as big as a pallet, much taller, feed a whole family of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
As far as vegetables go.
Are they growing burgers in there?
Growing burgers.
No, but
Rabbit.
then there's where you have to either do the animals too, or collaborate
Yeah.
with other.
A
Like,
farm.
you grow the cow, I'll grow the vegetables.
Yeah, I'm not growing nothing. My wife's got a green thumb. I kill plants.
We
Just
kill
looking at 'em.
we kill indoor plants mostly here. Although she's on a good run.
Oh no, you jinxed it. No.
She's been on a good run, and most of it we haven't thrown out a plant from the inside in a while. And then
Tomorrow we see the
the-
trash on the
the
curb.
garden-
Plants.
my wife will do our 20 by 30 or whatever it is usually phenomenal production. So
Yeah, awesome.
yeah, I try to help her. Try to
Helping might be just staying away.
help. No, I'm usually the one who tills it.
Good.
And then I don't know. Sometimes it's relaxing to just go out there and pick.
Do the
vegetables,
harvest.
too.
You do
I'll
the
help
harvest
as long
phase,
as you
yeah.
tell me what to do. Like if you say, she
Yeah.
usually does it on her own, but dig a hole right there. I can handle that.
Yeah,
It's good
Don't
instruction.
tell me to put the plant in the hole
yeah,
because I'll probably kill the plant.
yeah. I'm good with tools. So like,
Too.
I've had like, okay, there's like a watcher do something. I'll be like, okay, here's a more efficient way to do that with this tool versus that tool, like that kind of thing. So
Like
I'm
Tim
making
Allen,
her
get the
more
jackhammer
efficient.
out, you're like,
I
Not
don't know,
really
how's that-
helping her.
I'm wondering how that goes when you're like, here's a more efficient way.
Well, I don't say it like that.
No,
Are you
can't.
crazy?
I was going to say, we got to talk.
he sits down and he goes,
Absolutely not.
she goes,
Yes.
And that's buried in the garden now.
Another joke for the book.
she dug the hole very efficient.
Oh, the tomatoes are extra chatty this
Very
year.
efficient, very efficient 6-foot hole.
Yep.
He finished his whiskey. I think that's.
Ugh.
Is that a sign
I
to
don't
pour more whiskey?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can
I'm
do
good. Woo. This stuff's strong.
Strong?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Will it?
Will it? Yep.
Will it make him
Yeah.
tipsy or no?
Let me grab the bottle so we can properly shout them out.
Like a genie in a bottle.
Pot distilled, Willet Reserve, Kentucky Bourbon Straight Whiskey. It's 47% by volume.
Oh.
Oh, it says 94 proof. I don't know what that
Oof.
means.
Yeah, 90 proof
94.
or 94. Half of that is the percentage.
Is that the stuff they
Oh,
light on fire?
so that's why
put it
we're
on top of
no,
your- No.
I've not on it.
You know what I mean?
37.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like a dessert. They put that stuff on there and then they light it up.
Flambe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
this was a gift.
I don't
to
know
me.
what they use for
I-
that.
I think it's pretty expensive.
It does look expensive. It's the shape of expensive.
It is the shape. That's why I said it looks like
Yeah.
a genie in a bottle.
I'm told that's an actual pot, the shape of a pot for pot distilled whiskey. That's like their whole thing. They
Yeah,
still do.
it
Aged
is, yeah,
in
that
new
is a
white
plus.
oak casks until fully mature. Bottled by hand at the peak of perfection in taste,
Fancy.
quality, and aroma.
Yeah, do you think you want to write a letter to these people? Like, hey, do you think about getting a bottling machine? Why you-
They
really-
probably have
This
one.
is what
What do
we
you
want.
go up to the
No, that'll
barrel?
just end up being AI.
You're a robot.
AI
That's
whiskey.
40 people's job. at
There it
that.
is.
Do you think AI can make a whiskey this good? I think not.
I bet probably.
No.
There was a company online that you could give whiskey to, and then they had some process to age it artificially.
Huh.
I remember reading about that a few years ago. I gotta look that up.
So like if you're a
I
distillery,
want to send them like a bottle of Dewar's and see what they do.
well, it sounds more like to me like you're a distillery and you don't have time to age it, so you send it to them to age it.
Yeah, but if I
Send
send
it
it
back
to
and
them
sell it.
and I want to age it 12 years, it's going to take 12 years. These guys were saying you could age it 10 years.
Oh, accelerate it.
in a couple
Right,
days
now
or
looks
something.
like,
They
well,
said-
that's what I mean. I know.
Yeah.
I think Maker's Mark went through a spell where they couldn't keep up with the demand and they had to water it down and age it a little less.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I think they eventually caught up.
During
I
COVID.
don't like Jameson.
No,
It's
no.
Clear.
I said Maker's Mark.
Or Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Maker's Mark.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I thought
good
you said
stuff.
Jameson. Jameson's just too.
That's a Scotch. That's another level.
Jameson's Irish whiskey. It is not Scotch, my friend. That's not.
It says whiskey.
Yeah,
It does say
distilled
whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
All right, tastes like Scotch to me.
Yeah, tell an Irish
Not-
person
not-
that.
I know.
Not a fan of
I
it.
would not agree.
but-
Yeah, I'm not big on Jameson. I like Scotch. I do like Scotch. I used to prefer Scotch, and then I tried bourbon, and then
You fell in love.
I
Same
didn't
thing.
at first. I hated it. I
really?
was like, this tastes like
Really?
soap, and then I
Oh.
had it a second time, and then I was like,
To me,
Yeah,
I
soap.
was.
And then
I-
you went for a third time.
yeah,
Yeah.
To me, I was like,
it's a charm.
open bar. They have Macallan's. All right, I'll try that. And then I really liked it. And then, at a different thing where just like, oh, they only have bourbon. All right, I'll try that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is even smoother to me
Yeah,
than a high end Scotch. So I was like, okay.
yeah.
So like even like a $30 bottle of whiskey is smoother to me than some high end.
Well, I'll have the expensive stuff when I come.
I'm gonna guess the kids are home from soccer practice.
Are they?
Sounds like someone is here.
This is a real like down home production here.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah.
is no joke.
Yeah.
Like you guys may not be able to tell at home, but I'm really in this dude's basement.
Yeah, this is really a basement.
Like for real.
Like we
There-
had to
I
come down the
believe-
stairs through like a living room.
I'm next
I-
to the furnace.
Yes,
Boy-
you are. It's a wood boiler. Actually, we already had this
There's
conversation.
an oil boiler and a wood boiler.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Aren't they both furnaces though?
No, furnace is forced hot air.
I-
I've been corrected many times.
The
on
heating
job site.
system to my
The-
left.
yeah.
And the orange hat. I think he wore that orange hat on stage.
No,
Ah,
I wore a Superman hat on stage.
Didn't I
a
see you in that
Superman
orange
hat. What the
Orange
fuck?
hat, you could have, because in the fall I wear it a lot
Anyway, this
When
is
I'm in
one
the-
hell of a podcast.
when I'm in the woods.
I like it.
Thank you,
I like
thank you. You like the
it.
setup?
Very comfy. I feel at home down here.
Yeah, that's
in the
what we go
workshop,
for.
the workbench.
There's a lot of people.
A lot of
in-
wood. There's a few too many saws. It's got a lot of the
Behind you,
same-
there's
I don't think you can have too many.
Well, yeah, but it's the same saw. You
Well,
gotta-
there's where you're not a trained eye, because there are crosscut saws there and there are rip saws there.
Jesus.
I
You're
could
the
have
ones
told you that.
say,
This
"RIP."
fool's ripping wood up in here.
No, I don't. Those are grandpa's saws.
Are they?
Grandpa's, my dad's, I think an uncle's.
The handles are very similar. You can see which ones are a little more
Where's your-
aged.
Where's your bomber jacket?
I don't have a bomber jacket.
It was a joke. It was a callback to that.
I'm
You
actually-
don't remember the joke.
I do.
It was all-
I do. It was the
And the
bees.
callback was
Even
a
my
little worse.
callback. You wouldn't even laugh at my callback. Jesus Christ. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go.
I'm actually allergic to leather. Believe
You're
it or
allergic to bees? You're allergic to leather?
not. Yeah. We.
You're allergic.
My-
So your skin is allergic to another animal's skin.
It's got to be the dye.
That's what I keep.
It's got to be
I'm
the
told
dye.
it's like the tannins or whatever. that
Yeah,
they
the
use to-
tannins,
Can't
yeah.
rush those tannins.
So, a roommate and I went out and bought. This was back in 2002, 2000. I was 21.
You
so
went to
whenever that was.
Wilson's.
We went to Bob's.
Oh.
We went to Bob's Showcase, bought 2 leather recliners for our spot, and we went to the pit and bought a 3-seat leather couch with reclining ends, and I couldn't sit on any of it. So I had to put a blanket over this
Oh wow.
$2,000 worth of leather because we sit
Expensive
there.
lesson.
My arms and my neck started breaking out in this rash, and I had no idea why.
Wow.
And
Yeah, I didn't think you were like a sensitive skin guy. You
that's the
kind of
only
like a
thing.
little burly even.
Oh, thank you. Looks are deceiving, bud.
He
But
said
yeah,
this.
then somebody at work was like, "Do you think it's your new furniture?" I'm like, "God, I hope not." And it turned out. Put
Wow.
a blanket on, rashes went away.
That's got to be
Wow, you
something.
still
like
got the
that.
couch, or did you pawn it?
I left them there when I moved out. I
Oh.
said, "You can." We bought them together. I was like, "You can have
They're yours.
them."
There you go.
So, yeah.
It's all cloth. We got one of those boneless couches at my house.
What is that?
What's that?
You have to
frame?
look it up. It's like an Amazon, Temu thing. It's like a
Oh.
$300 couch. It comes in a box like the mattresses. It's made of memory foam. It's got some springs, but they're like a wider, flatter, expands out spring. This thing was maybe, for the folks at home, 24 inches by 24 inches by like 4 foot tall at the box.
Huh.
And I opened it and it went,
That thing was probably heavy.
ouch. Yes.
Yeah.
It was quite heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was deceptively heavy.
Now, what if you had to like return that? Was that, do you buy it and they go, yeah, no?
That's what we said because we wanted to get two and one on either side because it's like a smaller L. Long story short, so we're like, yeah, we're gonna get one and see.
Yeah.
Because at some level, I mean, you can't get a couch for $300.
No.
You know what I mean?
What was it around that? Oh,
Literally
okay.
$300
okay.
shipped.
So,
showed up 6
Right.
days later,
And
I was like,
popped out of a
I
box.
just ordered a couch on the internet.
Right. It is. There is something to it, especially when your kids are young. We have 2 kids, 2 dogs.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but they're just
They're doing
absent-minded
whatever.
about it, you know?
Yeah. That's
So,
why that was the other thing too. Is
like,
we
they're gonna
wanted
beat it
something
up.
very comfortable that you could jump on, not worry about, and it's all of that.
Yeah.
It's extremely comfortable.
That's good.
Just like you would think, you're sitting in like memory foam.
Oh, that's great.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, at least there's that.
Yeah. At least there's that.
Yeah. Eric, man, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me. I had a lot of fun.
Thanks
Awesome.
for
Nice to
sharing
meet you, Eric.
sharing your world with us and answering our crazy questions. Yeah, anytime you're welcome to come on.
Cool.
Tell us how you're doing, and I look forward to you bringing.
What if it's unannounced and I just show up?
You know,
Am I allowed?
I'm still waiting for the day somebody does that.
Oh,
And I'm
challenge
okay with it.
accepted.
Yeah. This is every month,
Monday.
Every Monday at 6.
every week. You do this?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Watch out once in a while. So we've gone. It's still. I think the number is still under 10 of Mondays that we have not had a show.
Oh, wow.
And
In the
coming
how
up-
many years?
It'll be 3 in November. 3 years.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm just looking around for a way to break in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we right that window right there.
I ain't fitting in that window. Thanks. Thank you, but no.
Not to break in. Just knock.
Well, it'd be funnier if I like slithered in a window.
All right. Yeah.
You would be interviewing
be.
someone important in the middle of like a
Yeah.
doctor talking about like cancer research. We're this close to figuring out using the stems.
And then you pop your head
Eric
to
goes,
the
"Hey, mother!"
Already
I brought
pouring.
Taco Bell.
Already pouring a bourbon. Sitting down. What are you guys talking about?
Anyway.
No, I love it. So on our anniversary, the Monday closest to our anniversary or go live date, just Kyle and I sit and BS, and we try to like bring up all the episodes, all the businesses that have been on, all the charities, and just try to like
Cool.
reminisce. And every, both times we've done it every year, we've said, if you're available, just walk in. We'll
Oh,
sit
cool.
down and talk. And
Careful what you wish for.
I
It
know.
really is.
I know.
I'll round up 10 of them.
I'm already I'm marking my calendar
We
now.
we only have 3 microphones, 4 microphones maybe.
I don't
So
need a microphone. That's all.
I don't feel like I do either. All my members would say I do not need one.
I got a joke. I got bees everywhere.
all right, maybe I'll hire security for the next one.
You have security with those 2 dogs.
Right? Yeah.
To let you know people
Definitely
are
tough
coming.
to definitely can't sneak.
I
in
like the
this
dogs.
place.
I got to be honest.
Dogs
I
are
think
good.
the dogs should be on the podcast.
We've
They make
tried
small appearances.
We've had we had a box here once. We had a dog groomer coming in, and for the commercial
Oh.
that we do on Thursdays, I was trying to have him up here. We had a little thing of food here, and it was funny because he kept like nosing some of the mixer here.
Think you
And
could put
whatnot.
some peanut butter in his mouth and he'll do like the Mr. Ed thing. You can make it seem like he's talking.
Ooh, maybe
I'll
we'll
have to try that again.
You could do the intro.
That's really what you're gonna hear.
Yeah.
That's
Just
right.
turn off his
Let
microphone.
the dog do the intro for the show. It'll be less awkward. No, I'm just kidding.
Savage.
Love it, love it.
Savage. Just like
That's
his
a
name,
callback.
Savage.
Calling you savage. Anyway, it's been awesome. Thanks,
It's been
man.
awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. The Community Workbench family is promoting the Be the One campaign. It was started by the American Legion in efforts to stop veteran suicide. If you know a veteran, call them, be the one to check in on them. For more details, visit betheone.org. Also, please extend this to all first responders as well. The Quiet Corner Peer Support Group is a great resource for help when dealing with PTSD. Both places seem to be doing a whole lot to eradicate PTSD. So check them out on Facebook and anywhere else. Join us next Monday night at 6 when we talk to the owner of Wicked Sinister, Paul Levake. Very excited to hear what he has in store for this season. He does some amazing smoked barbecue meats and dishes. Can't wait to hear what he's up to. As always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, donate local, get your IT locally at Savage Systems, and have great days.